Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday, in case you're wondering. I want to talk about something, and I'm going to try and not get angry, because it's very, very frustrating, and it does make me angry. Now, my wife has just gone through a stretch of a week without any care from Care Partners. Now, I understand, and I'd like to put the qualifier in right now, is that people get sick, people want a day off, all kinds of different reasons. I really don't want to know what they're doing on those days, but I would like to be told the truth. And their standard language is they punch names into the schedule, and they send them out to the PSWs, and they hope that the PSWs are going to honor them, the appointments. But anyways, I think it's how it goes roughly anyways. Now, in this particular case, our one PSW became ill with COVID, which I understand, and finally they told me she was sick. Okay, I'm good with that. You know, I am good with that. I understand. And I understand that Dorothy has to get in line with everybody else. So I understand that point. The point that I don't understand, and that makes me angry, is when they say, oh, the worker that we had scheduled for Dorothy has suddenly become unavailable. Now, in my mind, what that means is all kinds of, it gives them a free ball, hit the bat anywhere they want. And so, in many cases, maybe not all, in many cases, that PSW that was supposed to come and see Dorothy has been rescheduled to a retirement home or a long-term care home at Dorothy's sacrifice. Now, that is not right, and I don't care what you say, it's never going to be right, and it's never going to be moral. But you have to remember, we're dealing with a corporation, and a corporation has no soul. Okay, that's why they incorporate, is so that they can do things and that aren't necessarily proper, moral, or even legal, and not be held responsible for that. That's the reason why. So anyways, going on further, finally after a number of phone calls and a heated discussion with Lynn, who I understand was still talking about the standard corporation, and that's a standard line, and they don't have to tell us anything other than that, and that's bull. What I want to hear is, now I've been an employer for a good portion of my life, and I had employees, and if somebody called me up and said, oh, can I speak to so-and-so? I would say to him, if he's there. If he's not there, I would say, well, he's not here today, he called in sick. Good. I'm fine with that. That doesn't give up any super secret information on that employer or nothing. But it is the truth. And that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the truth. I'm tired of listening to lies, and especially corporate lies. You know, it makes me sick. Oh, I'm getting out of hand here. But you have to understand my frustration. And I did put, the other day, I put a big blab on Facebook about this goings on. And I heard back from a number of people that were caring for loved ones at home And guess what? They were all having the same problems. Some of them were, well, they didn't show up at all. The next one would be, well, they showed up, but they don't stay for 15 minutes when they're supposed to stay for an hour. And others showed up, and all they could say was, well, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. You know, that kind of stuff. So, fortunately for me, I got past that because I threw a lot of PSWs or whoever's under the bus until I found two wonderful ladies, and I'll say absolutely wonderful ladies. They do the job properly. They care for Dorothy the way they should. And there's how would you say, there's aside from doing the care, there was definite communication between her and the PSW, and she likes that, and it's good for her. Anyways, so getting back to this, I had a very heated discussion, and it came up with the same thing. Now, the lady that I talked to at the Lynn, I like and I respect, but she's in the same position. She's forced to spew out corporate bull. And if she doesn't do it that way, guess what? She loses her job. So, you know, the whole system is full of cracks and crannies and lies and everything else you could probably think of. And the end result is that the patient always suffers. The patient always suffers. And they know all this. You know, that I'm sure they can't be that stupid that they don't know what's going on. And if they are that stupid, then we need to fix that too. But this is all the way, you know, the other parts of the deal is, like I said about the scheduling, you know, they'll set up the scheduling and put a bunch of names in it and send it out, email it out to, text it out to the PSWs. They don't know from hell whether they're going to actually be available, do the job or whatever. So there's a problem right off the bat. But what it does do for them is it gives them an opening to escape. Because when they tell you, they phone you up and say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Piper, the PSW we had scheduled for you is suddenly unavailable. Then the next thing is, well, will we try for another day or something like that? Or do you just want to cancel? Well, never say you want to cancel. Because when you say you want to cancel, then they can put it down on their record that the patient canceled, not that they couldn't live up to their contract. And that's an important thing, because through all this, the company wants to make it look like they're doing a good job, and it's the patients that aren't being reliable and all that kind of stuff. So you never let them away with that. Never, never, never. And I say anybody that's having trouble, that's caring for somebody at home that's having trouble with getting the proper care for the loved ones, make a noise. Call everybody. Text everybody. And keep hollering about it. Because the only way anybody's going to get enough gumption to do anything about it is if they're facing a voter transition. And remember, the politicians, they're only interested in one thing too, is maintaining their vote. So they have a tendency to do whatever they can to get a vote, even if they know it's not right or it's not legal or whatever. It's not something. So you have to remember that too. That although I'm not gonna point the finger at Mr. Ford, because all said and done, I think Mr. Ford's done a wonderful job, along with Mayor Tory. And I think he's tried or trying his very best. And I'm not going to point the finger at Pierre or at Justin Trudeau, because I think he's done the same thing. He's doing the best he can in a world that's a friggin' mess. So they're just trying to do what they can. But I just hate when they tend to bury over a problem or forget about it or mislead it in any way, and then the politicians go to the companies and they say, well, what's going on? Well, do you think that company's going to tell the truth? I don't think so. Hey, you're talking about a corporation, and all they want to protect is their own butt. So you have to get down. If you want the truth, you got to get down to the people that work every day in those situations, and let them know that they can speak the truth without suffering consequences. Because in a lot of cases, if you don't toe the company line, you get punished. You lose your job, you get transferred to the North Pole or something. So it's a vicious circumstance that we live in. And it's definitely not right. Maybe that's why I decided many years ago that I would work for myself. I worked with my brother for most of my career, who I could always trust, and he never lied to me and never tried to pull any capers on me or anything like that. And I thank him for that. He's a wonderful brother. And and then I had the fortune to finally hook up with a corporation that had a conscience, that had a real conscience. And I stayed with that corporation for 21 years of the last of my working career. And because they kept their word, they didn't tell lies, they properly protected their clients, and all of those good things that a corporation should do. And in many cases, spent money on claims and stuff like that really didn't deserve to have that done. But, just because of the perception. But anyway, so I'm ranting away like an idiot. But I'm really heartbroken in a way, because, like I said, the people that in management and stuff like that work in home care or controlling PSWs, and the company that contracts them, which is the Lynn, they can't tell the truth either, because they have to say what the company bosses tell them to say, and they won't step beyond that because they know they'll get their heads cut off. So there you have it. So what I'm asking everybody that sees this, I'm asking you to talk to if you have a loved one at home that you're caring for and you're having trouble, talk to your member of parliament, talk to the mayor, talk to everybody you can possibly find, and raise hell. And maybe then we will get some proper care for our loved ones. So anyways, thanks for listening to me blather on. I appreciate it, and if you find some value to my comments, talk to me. Send me a message. If you think I'm an idiot, send me a message. I might be. I don't know. And and follow me, because I'm doing videos pretty much all the time now, and I would like to. Hopefully, I'm thinking that the videos will be of some value to other people. And the next thing is that I enjoy the conversation. So If you have something to say, please let me know, and I will appreciate it. Anyways, bye for now. We'll see you soon.